this is Tracy from GiftBasketappeal, and today we're going to take this glass container and turn it into a really pretty vase, and we're going to fill it with flowers. So let's get started. The inspiration for this container is basically the color pink. So what I did was I took this container, and this is actually a container for instant coffee, and since this is the same coffee I drink, I'm going to be having a lot of these containers. So I thought this would look really nice. Once I took off all the labels, I said I really like the shape of it, and I think it would look really nice as a vase. So I've got this pink parfait acrylic paint, and once I poured it into my bowl, it was really too bright. And so I softened it up a little bit by adding some Snow White paint. So don't be afraid to mix your paints. Once I'm done painting the vase, I'm going to cover it with a soft lace, kind of a beige colored lace, and I think that's going to look really pretty. So that's the only inspiration I really have. I'm thinking of maybe doing this in a bow, making a small bow and maybe attaching it to the bouquet. So we'll see how this goes. So I'm going to go ahead and start painting this. And I'm already liking the way that's going on. I really love the way this is shaped. And so you can transform just about anything you have with just a little bit of paint in whatever color you choose. And I'm really liking this. The white and the pink parfait together kind of makes a nice shade of pink, kind of light. So that's a nice way to change up any color. If you think it's too dark, just add some white paint to it. And I'm going to add 2 coats to that. I could already tell 2 coats will be perfect for this. Okay, so that's what it looks like with 1 coat on so far. I'm going to go ahead and let this dry. I'm going to apply another coat of paint, and then we're going to cover it in lace. I'll let that dry and then we'll cover it in lace. And I'm already liking the way this is going to turn out. So I'm super excited, and I'll be right back. Okay, so our container is all dry, and I love the way it looks. Now, if you wanted a shine on it, you can put some high gloss acrylic sealer on it, the Aleene's that I always use. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to be Mod Podging this because I want to put on some of the lace. And so to adhere it to the jar, I'm just going to apply some Mod Podge and just go ahead and stick it on like that. So I'm not really worried about the back because no one's really going to see it. But if you really wanted to fix up the back, you can put some kind of, maybe some pearls or something going down the back. I've done that before. But I'm really just concerned with the front part. Okay, so I already cut out my lace, and look how pretty that is. And I believe I got this from Walmart. So I've been using this in a lot of my projects. And I'm not even sure how much of this was in the original. I don't know what the length is. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting on my Mod Podge. And so I'm going to put some in the back and the sides. And the reason is because I don't really want the front really sticking right on. I just kind of like that dimensional look. So it's kind of still not laying flat, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit on the sides, and that will hold it down pretty good. I'm going to put some on the back as well. And put some on both sides there. And you know what, just to give it a little bit more shine, I'm just going to put a little bit of Mod Podge right around just around the top part here, since it's going to dry clear anyway. Or you can use that the acrylic sealer, which will be really good too. I love using that stuff. And that will actually keep your paint from peeling as well. Okay, so let's see how this works. I just want it to be lined up at the bottom there. I want it to really hold on the sides. I'm going to tuck that over like that. I'm just turn this around and tuck that on like that. And so I want the sides to grab and the back to grab, but I want the front to have this kind of look. I don't know if you can see it, but it actually has that dimension where it's just laying over the pink paint. So I'm just going to put a little bit on top of here just to kind of let it hold real good, just to secure it a little bit more. Okay, and look at that. Now I'm thinking of going along here with a few of my pearls. Let's see, since I already have the Mod Podge on there, let's see if it'll work. I'm going to add a few pearls on there. So I'm just going to grab some pearls, just kind of stick them on here. And if it doesn't work, I could always use my, let's see, I'll actually use my art glitter glue if this other one doesn't work, but I think it will work fine. And I'm just starting in the center and just going around. And I'm doing this while the Mod Podge is still wet. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Just went around the edge with it. And if you don't want to put the pearls on there, you don't have to. I'm thinking of, let's see, I did some embellishments using the pearls, and I'm thinking of maybe putting one here, possibly. I don't know, maybe putting a few individuals. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to see if I can add a few pearls onto the front of this. Not a whole lot, just a few. If I want, I can use the hot glue gun for this, but let's see how this works with the art glitter glue. And of course, the art glitter glue is not going to be as immediate as the hot glue gun, but I think you'll get a pretty good stick on there. Okay, let's see. I don't know what it is about pearls. I absolutely love them. And I'm using my pearls that I got off Amazon. I may have to get more because I use these in a lot of projects. This was definitely worth the purchase. Okay, so I'm just going to let this dry a little bit, and you see I'm just creating my own pattern here. And I kind of like the way that looks without having this on it, so I'm just going to kind of leave it like that. See how pretty that is? So I'm going to let that dry for a little bit, and then we're going to come back and add our flowers. Okay, so it's still drying a little bit, but I just wanted to show you what it looks like. That's what the back looks like, so I'm really not concerned about that seam, but if you wanted to, you can actually decorate it with something. Put some more pearls on there. And I thought I'd just leave it like this with just a few pearls on the front and around the top. I think that's enough. And then here's the flowers that I'm going to use. And these are Dollar Tree flowers. So I thought I would take the pink ones. And I took some of those pearls and I put the pearls right in the center of some of the flowers just to tie it all in. So that's a nice way to kind of spruce up a bouquet. You see how those are? I just put some hot glue in there and put the pearls right in there. So that's another good idea, something you can do just to kind of spruce up your Dollar Tree flowers. And then I'm going to just put this in here. Look how pretty it is with the pink. So I'm going to add some white just because I have the white pearls on there too, but you can leave it just like this if you want. But I am going to add these white ones in there. Let's see. Just kind of put those in the center just to make a nice bouquet. And it's a good way to just brighten up a room. Kind of change it around if you want to take out the flowers and change it. But look how cute that looks. And I'm going to leave the green on there. I think the green kind of helps it, kind of gives it another accent. Look how pretty that is. I am loving this. Now what I did decide to do also is make a bow. I'm just going to put this aside for a moment because it's still drying. And I'm going to make a bow using this ribbon. I found this, I think this is from like Big Lots maybe. Like it was $1 for a spool. And I like the way it has that, just that little bit of gold around the edges. So I'm going to make me a quick bow. I'm going to tie it with this floral wire. So I'm not even sure how this is going to come out, but we'll see. Sometimes you just make this stuff up as you go. And so I'm going to take this. I like the fact that this off-white matches with the lace. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to add this also. So I'm just making a simple bow, just kind of looping it right on top, building my loops. I haven't even cut it yet because I don't even know how much I'm going to use. But I'm just looping it, kind of like the number 8. And these smaller or thinner ribbons are so much easier to work with. And this is a wired ribbon too, so just trying not to make it too big. Let's see. 2, 3, 4 loops and 4 loops. I think that might be good. So I'm going to pinch that together and just cut this off. So we'll see how this looks. I don't know, I may have to make it even smaller. So I'm just going to kind of take my wire, and I'm just taking the middle here. I'm pulling it around the back there, and I'm just going to just twist, not the wire, I'm going to twist the bow. Just makes it easier. Okay, and then I'm going to now shape my bow so that I can add it to our bouquet. I try to keep things pretty simple. So kind of like that, and I can shape it up even more once I get it on there. So this is what I have. And that wired ribbon really helps when you're trying to shape your bow. Okay, so let's see what we got here. And I might just add this in just maybe on the sides here. Just kind of stick it in there until I can tell where I actually want to really keep it, or I can go like maybe right here around the front area. It just all depends on what you want and what you like. See, I kind of like it on that front area there. I could either stick it in or maybe loop it around the bouquet. I can loop it around one of the other flowers in here and just have it kind of intermeshed with the other flowers. Yeah, I'll do that. So all I'm doing is just taking it and just looping it around the green stem. Sorry you can't see that, but I'm just looping it around. And it's so light that it's just so easy to just stay right on there. And then I'm just going back and shaping it up again. And see, I have it kind of off to the side. And I will definitely post pictures of everything. See, I just have it off to the side, and it really ties in with that, with the lace and the pearls. So I hope this inspired you. I hope this gave you some ideas. No one would ever know that this was a container for instant coffee. So it just goes to show that you can transform anything just using the stuff that you already have. So thanks for joining me. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like this video. See you real soon. Bye.